Hello traders, welcome to my weekly trading analysis. In this week, we'll be looking at the Great British Pound USD, Euro USD, DXY, and the Australia USD, USDJPY, and gold. So we'll be starting with the Great British Pound USD. Great British Pound USD on my daily chart still have an uptrend structure. We still have a series of higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, we expect the Great British Pound USD to continue to push higher. We see expect price to continue to push higher because we still have a series of higher low on the Great British Pound USD. So we expect price to push higher for the Great British Pound USD because we still have a series of higher low on the daily chart. The only scenario we can have change your price is when we see price close below this level before we can expect a retest, then another level of step for see price continue to push lower for the Great British Pound USD. So for now, we are still holding our uptrend momentum for the Great British Pound USD because we still have a series of higher low on the Great British Pound USD. So our focus on the Great British Pound will remain on a buying for the Great British Pound USD. So we're looking for price action setup on Great British Pound USD from this significant support level on the daily chart. So we're waiting for price action setup to form on this level before we look at a buying opportunity on the Great British Pound USD. Then our target will be this next resistance level on the Great British Pound USD. So we're waiting for price action setup on the Great British Pound USD for us to buy Great British Pound USD to this resistance level this week, except we see price close below for start looking for areas for sale for the Great British Pound USD. So let's look at our next pair. DXY on my daily chart still have a downtrend structure. So long we have this series of higher high, then we have a lower high, we have this series of lower high. So long we have this series of lower on the DXY, we still expect price to continue to push lower for the DXY. So our scenario now on the DXY, we expect price to retest this zone. Then we look out for selling opportunity to the downside for the DXY. So we expect price to continue to drop on the DXY. For now, we expect price to continue to drop on the DXY. If price break this high, before we look at our buying scenario on the DXY, so we will still remain bearish on the DXY except to see price break this high. So long price remain below these levels, we'll be looking for selling opportunity on the DXY this week. So we'll be looking for price action setup from this level for the DXY. We'll be looking for price action setup on this level on the DXY for us to set the DXY back to the downside, with our target will be on these levels. So we're looking for target of this level on the DXY. After the retest, we see price pushing lower for the DXY. So let's look at our next pair, which is the Euro USD. Euro USD on the daily chart still have a uptrend structure. So long we have a uptrend structure on the Euro USD, we have a lower low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, we still expect price to continue to push higher for the Euro USD. So we expect price to do a retest of this zone for see price pushing higher to this zone on the Euro USD. So long we have this uptrend structure, we'll be looking for buying opportunity on the Euro USD this week. So this week we'll be looking for buying opportunity because we have a uptrend structure. So we're looking for buying opportunity from this support zone. So we're looking for buying opportunity from this support zone. If we have a price action set up from this support zone, we're looking for a buying opportunity from this zone. Then for selling scenario, we'll be looking for price coming below this level before we look at our selling scenario for the Euro USD. So we're looking for selling scenario when price break below this level, then for look at our selling scenario for the Euro USD. For now, our structure still remain uptrend for the Euro USD. We'll be looking for price action set up for buying inside this zone to this next resistance level on the daily chart. So here will be our take profit for the buying opportunity. Once we see our price action setup, we're looking for buying opportunity on the Euro USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the gold USD. Gold USD on the daily chart still have an uptrend structure. So long we have this uptrend structure on the daily chart, we still expect gold to continue to push higher. You can see that we still have a series of higher lows. So long we have this series of higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, we expect price to continue to push higher on the gold USD. So we still expect price to continue to push higher on the gold USD. Then our selling scenario for gold USD, we're expecting price to break below this level. So gold USD must break below this level before start looking for selling scenario for the gold USD. So long price still have this uptrend structure, we're looking for buying opportunity on the gold USD. So we're buying gold USD to this resistance level. So if we are buying from this level, which our price setup, if price will give us a price setup opportunity for buy, we're buying back to this region for the gold USD. So let's wait for price setup for us to buy gold USD to this next resistance level on the daily chart. So let's look at our next pair, which is the Australia USD. Australia USD on my daily chart has closed below major levels. You can see previously we are on a range on the Australia USD. Price has been on a range for some time now. We have a series of lows, highs. Price has been on a range before we now see price break out of this range last week. So long price break out of this range last week, now we expect price to do a retest of all this zone before we see a further push back to the downside. So we'll be looking for selling opportunity on the Australia USD from these zones before we look at our selling opportunity on the Australia USD. So we expect price to move into this zone, then we look at our selling opportunity to the downside for the Australia USD. Then for buying scenario on the Australia USD, we'll be expecting price to go above this region. Then we expect a retest back to this support level. Then before we see price pushing higher, this will be our buying scenario. Because if price close above this resistance, this resistance now will become support level for us to buy from. So long price price has break this structure, our scenario for now will be looking for selling scenario. We'll be selling the Australia USD from this resistance level for the Australia USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the USDJPY. USDJPY on my daily chart has turned trend to downtrend. We have a major break on the USDJPY now. So long we have this major break on the USDJPY, we expect price to drop this coming week. What we expect on the USDJPY now, so long we have this series of higher low, lower high. So long we have this series of lower high, we expect price to drop. We can see we have this series of lower high. So long we have this series of lower high, we expect price to drop on the USDJPY. All we expect this week, we expect price to retrace to this zone, then we'll look at our selling opportunities back to complete this structure. So price must come to this zone for look at our selling opportunity back to this structure. So our selling zone on the daily chart now, we'll be looking for selling opportunity from this region. We'll be looking for selling opportunity from this region for us to sell the USDJPY back to this level. So for buying scenario, we'll be waiting for price to go above this region, then we'll wait for a retest, then for look at our buying scenario for the USDJPY. So if price break above this resistance will not turn to support. So long price break above that resistance will turn to support before we can look at to buy scenario. Then we can look at to buy opportunity from that resistance that turn to support. So long we see have this series of lower high, our main scenario for this week for the USDJPY will be on the downtrend. We'll be looking for selling opportunity from this resistance zone we mark here on the daily chart. Here will be our selling zone. Once we have a price set up on this zone, we'll be selling the USDJPY to this next support level on the daily chart. We created a price run trading course for newbies an experienced trader. If you are finding it difficult to make profit in this market, click the link in the description below to purchase my Forex trading course, which is a pure price action trading course that will help you become profitable. Thank you for watching this video, and if you find this analysis helpful, like this video and subscribe to our channel for more Forex trading tips and analysis. Thank you for your time, and thank you for staying to the end of this video.